Strange is dead. Emma Frost is Frosty. Bingus. Hope that helps. I don't think I have the dog in me to grind rank today, but I'm gonna react to patch notes. That's the play. Yeah, I'll react to the patch notes. And I will showcase the patch notes on stream. And then I'll play TFT. Because I need to grind TFT. So it's a chill stream today, really. I woke up at 3 p.m. Went to bed like 5, 6 a.m. Super tired. Maybe I'll play a few games on main. I don't know. It's a top 500. So we'll see. We'll see. I need to move the cam. Whoop. So, yeah, basically I'm just gonna, because everybody read the patch notes and reacted to them. But I kind of waited until I can test them and showcase them. Yeah, I saw the Emma Frost deck, guys.
The White Queen always gets what she wants, at any cost.
You can twerk on Emma Frost, guys. Gaming has been solved. What deck, Jimbo?
You were beneath me. Impervious!
Can we get to the point, Jimbo? Why do you keep edging me?
Impervious! Did you even train for this?
What are we doing?
Some uninvited guests.
You can twerk during ult, bro. I don't care. Listen, stop gooning in my chat. Okay, anyways. I thought you meant actual chat.
Did you even train for this?
No more gooning. No more gooning. Gooners be gone. Anyways, I'm gonna read the patch notes now. I'm glad you had fun. I also heard Eskay is being cancelled once again. Top 10 evil people. Number 1 Eskay. The Piss Man. The Piss Master. Oh. Oh. It's good to see you of toxicity. What can I say, guys? Classic. I feel bad for SK Sam. Such a ridiculous situation. I don't know what happened. Did she just kick him out of the lobby? What did she do? It's just stupid drama, bro. It's not even drama. I would say it's stupid. SK was playing Emma Frost and another guy picked Emma Frost from her mid-round. And I don't know what happened afterwards. And then I think somebody from her chat came into his chat and then trash talked him and then he got upset. And then she DM'd him on Discord and then he called her racist. I don't fucking know what the fuck happened. I genuinely don't know. Anyways. It's because it's because everybody wants to play Emma Frost. Also, I feel like he really misrepresented what happened, from what I understand, and he just kind of said that, from his perspective, she threw a tantrum because he picked Emma, and then her chat bullied him and was racist, and she's just another racist or something. And whatever else, and doesn't let anyone else play Emma Frost. I was like, bro, what the fuck is going on? And then she replied with a big ass essay and like explained the entire situation. He didn't reply to any of it. He just keeps replying to every single comment that agrees with him. So I don't know. L.
Exquisite. Look who's here. Did you even train for this?
Double KO.
I think specifically he called her another white racist girl, which is really funny to me. Because she's not. I mean, yeah, she's not white. I feel like she hears a lot of slurs every day. Anyways, I don't know. It's such a stupid situation.
Gone and already forgotten.
I am the British guy. Yeah, Jimbo has wrong with Eskay. That's him.
Double KO.
Schmungus.
Anyways, let me read the patch notes.
Look who's here.
Let me read the patch notes. So we're gonna read the patch notes, and I'm gonna show you the actual patch notes. I do need to make this slightly smaller so it fits, but because everybody else reacted and did the things, I just want to show them on screen. Also, the sound in the background is so annoying. What is that? Is that just his shield? Is this? Oh, is the door. Anyways, first we have Captain America changes. So he got nerfed from 675 HP to 650, so 25 HP less. And then the shield value of Living Legend from 400 to 350. That's his ultimate, right? Right? Or is it his right click? It's his right click. Okay, it's his shield. So I was kind of confused. The names are always weird to me. Now, it is a nerf on Cap. And people will say it's a big nerf. But the reason why they nerfed him is because the team up that he has with Bucky gives him 100 HP more. So it is a net buff and quite a big one. Because 100 more HP on Cap is a lot. So he has 750 HP now from 675. So it's overall, it's 75 HP buff. With the nerfs attached. And the shield, 50 HP on the shield being lost is quite bad. But I feel like it's not such a big deal compared to his raw HP pool. So, not to mention that he has a team up with Bucky now. So, I feel like overall, even though he did get nerfed, I do feel like he is better, and a lot better, because he has the team up, and he can do silly stuff like this, right? So
Prepare to engage.
I don't know what the cooldown is. So
Let's go, Bucky.
come on, Bucky. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Are you blind? Hello? Yeah, this guy's just stupid. Oh, I think it's still on cooldown for him.
Ready, partner?
Did he just die? Did the AI just explode? Anyways, you saw the team up. Whatever. This guy's stupid. Oh.
Take this.
But overall, I think it is quite a big buff on Cap. So if you read the patch notes, also a lot of you guys don't know this, and you still don't know this, but anchors in this game. So these are the anchor icons. These people get permanent buffs. You do not need to have the team up active, so you get the buffs no matter what.
Prepare to
So
engage.
in this case, he does get 100 HP. So it is a very, very, very strong change. I think Cap permanently having after the nerf 75 more HP is a lot. So it was really hard. I am muting alerts. Thank you so much for the alert, though. Thank you so much for the sub. But overall, it's really good. And he gets 5. Also, I forgot to mention, he does get 5% more damage amp permanently. So I forgot about that one. It's not only 100 HP, it is 5% damage amp. So overall, I think Captain is in a way better spot, even though he's getting nerfed. So even if you read the patch notes and think he's getting nerfed, he's not actually getting nerfed. It's bait. I think they should more clearly explain why they're nerfing when they're writing patch notes, because
Hostile forces incoming.
shut the fuck up, Cap. Because people are going to read it and they're going to think that their main character is getting nerfed without any compensation. And talking about nerfs, Strange got a lot of nerfs and his compensation is not enough. Because he has a lot of breakpoints that he doesn't reach anymore with the Strange nerfs. So 18 to 16 is a lot. That is a lot of damage you're missing out on per projectile. So if we just like go swap Strange now.
Magic is not to
He
be
throws out
owned,
3
but to be
projectiles,
felt.
right?
Experience.
Yes,
Lived.
I think. There are 3, right? Is it 3 projectiles?
Our enemies are
Oh, is it?
near.
I could just. Oh, it's 5. It's 5. No, it's 5. It's 5. You can just shoot the wall. You can shoot the wall and see it. It's 5. So, if you hit every shot with 5, that's 10 less damage. And that is a lot. That is a lot more less damage. No YouTube stream. Do I ban this person if my YouTube stream is on? YouTube chat, say hi. Can you get this guy? Can you like tell this guy to like? Can you fucking drag his ass out of here? What is he watching? Yeah, they're all saying
Enemy
hi.
in front of
Go
us.
back to your fucking family, bro. You mean no YouTube stream? They're asking for you. They're asking for you. Hi, ban him. Guards, take him away. Anyways. Let me go back to talking, because you guys keep cutting me off. Anyways. So that is 10 less damage. Which means you build up your dark magic a lot slower. So as you can see, I feel like it's a lot slower, and I play Strange a lot. I feel like around this point I should be almost full, right? But I think it takes me another full left click with every shot to get full energy, which is a lot.
Enemy in front of us.
It's a lot. It's a lot less consistent. It's a lot harder to kill stuff. It's a lot harder to build dark magic. And all of you are not gonna realize this, but this plus the other nerf is quite a bit, because this will reduce the maelstrom of madness conversion ratio of dark magic to 1.2 from 1.3, plus he has no more gamma. So he is always 1.2, no matter what, which is a lot. First, you cannot one-shot. It's hard to showcase it here. But usually, if you have max, you would be able to one-shot, right? With your ult. Just by ulting a 250 HP target. Right. Kinda screwed it up because I just woke up. So before, the breakpoint would be 260, which is above 250, plus damage boost or gamma. You can just one-shot 200 HP targets pretty easily. So if I just like melee him once here, oh, yeah, it's hard to showcase it. But the point I was trying to make is that sometimes when I was getting ult in a support ult, I would solo ult a 350 HP target. I can kill them with the E max energy because it will be above 250 HP. No longer the case. It's kind of annoying. So it breaks the point of like you being able to kill stuff. His left click is a lot slower for building dark magic and does a lot less damage. So at that point, I had to shoot another left click to kill that bot. He would have been dead if I had the old left click. So that is, for you guys, it might seem like insignificant, but in game, those little shots matter and they add up. And just purely from damage perspective, so you lose 10 damage from left click. And you lose 10 damage from his Maelstrom on max. And you charge up your dark magic a lot slower. So I have a feeling that in the span of a game, if you stack up all of it, because if you think about it, right, you do use your E, 8-second cooldown, max charge, you know, over the span of 1 minute. Let's say you lose around 100 damage, 150 plus the left clicks. You stretch that out over the course of a game. That's a very perfect scenario. If you hit every max energy, everything, you're not gonna max it out all the time. You're gonna be losing around 3,000 to 4,000 damage per game. And that is like very rough estimates. And that damage is a lot. Alright, so like even on the low side, you minimum you're gonna be losing, like if you're playing perfectly, you're gonna be losing like 2 or 3k a game. Like if you play perfectly, always max energy, and the estimates are probably higher because with your ult you do double the damage, right? So you're gonna be losing out on 20 damage. So if you just like add it up everywhere, the map doesn't really matter that much. What I'm trying to say is over the course of a game, you're going to be losing a lot of damage. And if you just compare it to Magneto, who can like just sit super far away because Strange has to get close and just do this, there's no point in playing Strange. Like there's no point playing Strange unless you want to TP from spawn. There's no gamma. The only reason you want to play Strange is because they won the team up. He's more of a shield bot now, so I guess XQC is really happy. I guess he likes to play that playstyle with just shield botting and sitting on point. But if you like to play aggressive, it's kind of useless to do. Because like, you do have 100 more HP, but I don't care about the 100 more HP when I play Strange because I want to play aggressive, and that's why I liked him. I liked being explosive. I liked blowing people up with my ult. It felt good. It felt nice. Just being like one good one good E is just so much damage, so much pressure. It was really fun. It was really nice. It felt really good. It's no longer gonna happen. It's gonna feel a lot worse. I don't want to play Strange in this. Like, I don't care because I'm no Strange one trick, but it just kind of, he was good, but I think season 1.5 he wasn't as good as before. Even in pro play, he didn't see that much play, and people knew how to counter him like after a while. So he wasn't that strong anymore, especially with Sue and the Thing. So season 2 is definitely not Strange's season. That's okay. That's okay. That's fine. But he does have 100 more HP. But that's not the playstyle I like for him. That's not the playstyle that makes him fun. I guess if Mag is banned, you could play him. But if Mag is banned and Groot didn't get any nerfs, I like, even like with captain changes and stuff, I don't see why you would play like Strange over Groot or Mag or Emma for like tanks that are more like that have a shield and do damage. And if you want to play something more dive, you can play anything else. I don't know how good Penny is right now. I know if her changes are really good. We need to watch Penny players to play. But I feel like he might be on the same tier as Penny, Thor, and like all of these characters, purely because, unless I'm wrong and people just play him for the shield, but now that we have Sue and the Thing counters double shield pretty well, I don't see why you would play, not Sue, Emma. I don't see why you would play Mag Strange over Mag Emma in any scenario, because Emma seems really strong. And I don't see why you would play Strange Mag over Thing Mag, because the Thing is really good against double shield. I feel like Strange is kind of a useless pick, purely because he can't apply pressure. He could be useful just to shield bot and stay alive. I did stay alive a lot more yesterday when playing, but I also couldn't swing fights as much. It was really hard to kill stuff. Plus, it was really hard to kill stuff through the rocket changes. It was really hard to do stuff against Emma. So I feel like against Emma, it's also really bad because Emma can become CC immune. I think her root is also CC immune. And because she can grab you and stun you out of your root super easily. It is so easy to do it. So I think plus the addition of Emma, I think this character just sucks ass right now. I think season 2, Strange is going to be horrible. You're going to pick him to either do the Wanda team up. Depending on that, he might see more play. And to TP out of spawn. And honestly, at that point, might as well just nerf the TP, because I dislike the fact that the only reason why this character is going to be played is to just TP out of spawn. I think that is just stupid. I think it's bad game design. I think it's annoying game design. I think if you lose the fight, you should lose the fight. You shouldn't be allowed to just TP to the point from across the map and swing the fight. Your mistake should be permanent. It's annoying. Like, if you're gonna go this direction, you might as well add this like 15-second cooldown when you swap to Strange, so you can't place your TP instantly. So if somebody swaps to Strange, they can't place TP instantly, but you start the game on Strange, you can TP out spawn. You get me. Anyways, I want him to be a TP bot. It's a very unique character. He's very cool. He's really nice. But right now, with the changes, I'm not saying it because I'm not saying it like, oh, buff Strange. I get why they nerfed him. I'm just saying that you probably don't want to play Strange. You probably don't want to grind him right now. You probably want to learn like Emma Frost or Magneto. I think Magneto is like a must pick. And I just wish they, maybe in the future, you know, maybe 2.5, focus more on his DPS again, and maybe make his TP a little bit different, because it's like in old Overwatch where you would just contest point infinitely on 2CP. So Just TPing out the spawn. It's just stupid. Anyways. Next up. Hulk. Hulk actually has some crazy changes. First, he didn't lose his team up anchor, so he has his HP. Second of all, he is faster. His cooldown on his shield is from 12 to 10 seconds. And his leap is from 0.7 to 0.5. Which is a lot. So, if we go into practice range, the changes are quite significant.
Being the Hulk is...
Having a shield every 10 seconds instead of every 12 will allow you to build your ult a lot faster. And his ult is like Winston Primal. Very good. Especially if you can use it correctly. Also means you can counter ultimates a lot easier. Because the uptime is going to be way more. So you're going to bubble. 2 seconds are going to pass before your bubble breaks. By default, you're going to be 8 seconds. So technically, you kind of have an 8-second cooldown on it. Because it starts when you press the button. I already have it again. So I can do a lot with it. You can build ult charge a lot more. You can use your bubble a lot more. And that's not the only thing. Second of all, you can run around the map a lot faster. It's not a lot, but you're still faster. And second of all, you can do this now. As you might notice, he hops around quite a bit more. And I abused that yesterday in the show matches. You're like a little bunny. Oh, you need to watch the red thing. And just when it fills up, you jump before the arrow shows up. But when you get used to it, it's actually really strong. Because before, it would be so hard to chase squishies because you're so slow. But now you can actually just... you can zoom around the map like crazy.
Double KO. That's
So...
3.
You know, I have a feeling it might be quite good. He doesn't have, like, the same survivability as Venom. But if somebody tries to run, you can catch up to them pretty easily. So his playstyle is a little bit different. Because before you'd be a lot less mobile, in a way. But now you can just hop around the map. You can stick to walls a lot better. Jump out of the walls. You can be everywhere. You can use your bubble a lot more, which means you can be aggressive more. And his ult. You don't want to hop around on his ult too much, but you can if you want to. So, not to mention that Hulk has a team up with Namor now. Which we'll get into later, but he has the Gamma Squid. So, Namor with Hulk might be quite strong, right? So, I feel like Emma is gonna get banned a lot. Unless I'm wrong about how good she is. And if she's getting banned a lot, I don't see why you wouldn't play Hulk, Mag, Namor, and maybe even Iron Man. Depending on how good Iron Man is, right? So, I don't think Hulk Emma is good, though. I don't think Hulk Emma is good. No, Iron Man still has a team up. Only Strange has no team up. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I think the changes on Hulk are quite good. I think he might become another banned character again. Purely because the Gamma Squid, I feel like... You missed the plushie? The plushie is still being sold. I'm sorry, guys. I just got a moment to... I just got a moment there to advertise. You have 2 days, I think. Exclamation mark galore. You have 3 days. Anyways, I think you can... I think this character is a lot stronger. I think this character is a lot more mobile. I think he's gonna feel a lot better. Really depends on the meta, because if the meta doesn't suit him, it's gonna be annoying. Also, Emma Frost actually just destroys him. And because she can grab him and his ult and kick him, so you need to be careful. But I think a good Hulk player can get a lot of value. I think he's gonna get banned because the Namor Squid, because the Namor Squid seems really strong in my opinion. And again, I don't know how good Iron Man is, but if Iron Man is also good, having Iron Man, Namor, and Hulk might be just like too much. So we'll see. But I think W changes. I think Hulk is a lot better now. Season 1.5, he kind of struggled. But now he feels a lot better. Magneto, increase energy cost of Meteor M, ultimate ability. So they didn't change anything for Magneto. Magneto is still S tier. I'm not even gonna test anything. He's a must pick. Play Magneto, learn Magneto. There's no reason not to play Magneto. Magneto is just the guy, you know, it's just never dies, does a lot of damage, his ult is really good. Yap. There's no reason not to play Magneto. There's no situation where you don't want to go Magneto. If Magneto is open, you play Magneto. Thank you for the subs. Notifications are muted. So he also got a buff because of the team up with Emma. So he is really good. Like, he is S tier. I think he's the best tank in the game, and it's not even close. He was the best tank in the game. He still is the best tank in the game. He's still going to be played in every game. So, like, if you want my honest opinion, the most easy and most consistent tank you can play and learn is Magneto. Just like, there is no reason not to learn him. He's always good. He's always good. If you can dunk people consistently, you get a lot of value. So, bubbles are good. Damage is good. Everything's good. Peni. Cyber Web Cluster now has a chance to crit. That's a mistranslation. It always crits. And reduce movement speed penalty, so you can shoot and move faster. So you always crit. It's not a chance to crit. I was confused as well. And you can shoot and move a lot faster.
But I've never felt safer than when I'm with Spider.
I think it's a good change. A lot more damage for her if you can aim. You can stun somebody, hit them in the head. I'm sorry, I'm not used to the way her bullets fly. But yeah. It's still so awkward because you can't aim your crosshair perfectly. Like this easier. Anyways, so you hit your stun, you shoot a few more. You can always shoot, you don't have ammo, don't forget. You're gonna land random headshots. I think it's a lot more damage than before. And you can move a lot more, so you're more like... It's just consistent pressure, you can always shoot.
Here comes trouble.
And Penny's HP is buffed by 100, which is insane in my opinion. I think she was hard to kill before. Now she's so much harder to kill. Plus, don't forget that she gets healed by her own webs, so she has quite a bit of HP. I don't know. She has 900 HP in webs. She keeps getting healed. She can flank a lot more. She can do a lot more damage. I think Penny is going to be really annoying to deal with. I might even say that I prefer playing Penny over... I prefer having a Penny over Strange with these changes. The only caveat with Penny is that her ult sucks. So, because her ult sucks so much, I don't think she's going to be meta. I think she's still going to be niche.
Here comes trouble.
Bad ultimates really like were in a character. It's why Thor isn't really well like played that much. Her base kit isn't that bad, and you can get a lot of value and a lot of cheese kills. Depending on the map, you can get a lot of things happen. But her ult's just horrible. Her ult is terrible because you get a lot of HP, you just don't do anything, you just run around. So any Penny player is gonna agree that her ult is just really bad. So until they buff her ult, I don't think she's gonna be meta, but I think she's gonna be really annoying to deal with because of her changes. I think she's gonna ruin gold lobbies. I think she's gonna destroy everyone low elo. I think she's gonna get permaban. I think I'm gonna lose my mind playing against Penny 1 tricks that never die because they have 900 HP. But yeah, I think she's a lot better.
You're up,
Not
little
meta.
ones.
So
Whoever they are, they don't look friendly.
yeah, until they change her ult, she's not gonna be meta, but she's better. She's better. She's better. The Thing. Damage reduction effect for himself and teammates reduced from 30% to 25%. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
There's a reason I'm Petunia's
It doesn't matter.
favorite nephew.
It's meaningless. The Thing is still really good. 30%, 25%, nobody cares. Ending exchange affects anything. It doesn't break anything. You don't really play him for his E. Like, the damage reduction is nice, but you don't really... That's not his main reason why you E. You press E to reposition and help teammates slightly. His duration is so short. So you want to get in and out faster. That's why you use his E. Plus, damage reduction is just a bonus. So 5% is meaningless. Same spot, same situations. Still really good. A tier, S tier character easily. No reason to even sweat it. Thor. Base health increased from 525 to 600. And then movement speed 600 to 650. Thor, for some reason, you guys are obsessed with this character. And keep asking why I never played Thor. Thor is not a good character. In the sense that he's never played in high elo. There's like 2 Thor players, and even they don't always play Thor. He's very niche. He's a lot tankier, I guess. And he can move faster, but it's just not enough. And the reason... Oh, so he got nerfed. Yeah. Anyways, Thor sucks. Don't play Thor. Yeah, because he lost his team up, right? So he actually has less HP. He wasn't played before. The movement speed is... The movement speed buff isn't enough. And the reason... And I distorted it. Yeah, it just sucks. He lost 25 HP. His ult sucks. The reason why Thor isn't good is purely because of his ult. His ult just sucks. If he had good ult, if it did stuff, it would be a lot better. Please don't explain to me how if you combo Bucky ult, Groot ult, and Thor ult, you can insta-kill. You can insta-kill with every ult in the game if you Groot ult, bro. If you need 5 million ultimates to get like 1 kill with your ult, it's a bad ult. Like, you can't... It's not even a guarantee one-shot, so... Nobody plays him in top 500. Yes, I know that there's some guy probably called fucking Big Chungus 74 that is one-trick Thor in his eternity. I don't care. Doesn't mean he's good. And nobody really plays him, except once in every 20 games. His hit is good. His ult is bad. He has good team up with Hela, but that's about it. Before you would play him with Storm, for example, but Storm team up is gone, so... Anyways. I wouldn't play this character. I think he's like strange level bad. Widow. I did a new effect where Black Widow can directly shoot after releasing the second kick of each dancer and after using Electroplasma Explosion. I don't know what that means. Let's see.
I've done things I regret. Now I do things I can be proud of.
What does that mean? Can I shoot faster after using my abilities? Is that what it means?
Widow style.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Plasma burst! Draw plasma for the win.
Did I shoot just now?
Burst!
Double KO.
Plasma
That's 3.
burst!
I don't play this character.
4 in a row.
I think shooting after ult is quite big because it guarantees you an insta kill.
Electroplasma for the
So
win.
I think it makes her ult a lot better. For her ultimate, I think she's still in the same place. I don't think she's good. But it is big because it does guarantee you one shot. Because they're gonna be slowed, and if you don't have tank aim like me, you can pop off. And I think the kick is gonna be quite good as well because it does guarantee more damage. So I think it's good changes. I think it's a very unique change that it's not just more stats. So I like the change. I don't think she's gonna be meta. So yeah, you can one shot a squishy without counterplay. Yeah, guys. No, listen. There's no way a Widow is gonna run into your backline unless you're plat and do this to you without anybody turning around. Just please. Get Rio. Just get Rio with me. L rage bait. No. It's not. Widow wants to play far away. If you get close, you die. It's good if the flankers dive you, and that's if you hit your E. And if you like, it's not a good character. Okay. Don't rage bait me. But for her ult change, is good. Her ult change, I like that. The E is gonna be appreciated by Widow players. But this is good. I think this is good because you don't even need to headshot them. So I think it's a good change. I don't think characters like Widow should ever be meta because I think it's just gonna break the game. We have seen other games fall victim to that, so I think it's a good change. Hawkeye. 10,000 buffs to Hawkeye. 10,000 buffs to Hawkeye. Oh my god, guys, let's buff Hawkeye 50 million times a season. What is the fucking obsession with this character? I don't fucking get it. It's every season they give him 50 buffs. What the fuck? I'm actually just appalled. I don't know why they keep doing it. I was talking when she gets dived and he gets rage raided by himself. Christ, bro. You said you can one-shot any squishy without counterplay. If you meant you can one-shot the divers without counterplay, type one-shot divers without counterplay. It is not my fault that you didn't type it correctly. My bad, gang. But if you want me to understand your point, just type your point correctly from the first time. And don't get upset afterwards when I misunderstand the point that you didn't write correctly. I apologize deeply. Okay, bro. The Pissmaster. This, I will say it once, and I'm ending this. You said you can one-shot any squishy without counterplay. Aren't divers squishies? They are squishy. Yes. But not every squishy is a diver. Do you understand the problem in your sentence? Every diver is a squishy, but not every squishy is a diver. So when you type the sentence, you can one-shot any squishy. There's a lot more squishies that aren't divers than squishies that are divers. You understand the correlation? I'm not trying to be mean to you. I'm not trying to trash talk you. But your sentence didn't make sense. I replied to it. And now you're getting upset over it. When you didn't word your sentence correctly. That is the end of the discussion. I understand your point now. Please don't get yourself banned. Thank you. I'm glad. Peace and tranquility. Peace and tranquility. Peace and tranquility. No enemies. No enemies. Anyways, let's continue. I'm trying to be a better person. L rage bait. Anyways. I don't use wired mouse. I'm charging my mouse right now. Anyways. I don't know why they keep buffing Hawkeye. I think he's a sleeper pick. Oh my fucking god, what are these buffs? I just read them. It reduces slow effect while charging the bow from 30% to 20%. So you can move a lot faster. Both instances of damage for hypersonic arrow from 50 to 55, which is 10 more. Because you hit twice. Plus, it's more than that. It's double if you ult, or triple, depending how many clones you hit. So it's going to break... he's going to go through breakpoints a lot easier. And then the cost for his ult is from 3,700 to 3,100. And they buffed his ult. That is insane. That is ridiculous buffs, bro. What the fuck?
I never miss.
So if I
can't
charge up
miss.
my bow,
We got company.
he moves so much faster now. Am I crazy? I don't play this character. Oh, I missed the standing target. That's the reason why I don't play Hawkeye. Look how much faster I move.
Double KO.
It's a lot faster. So it's 30 to 20. So if we just think about the math, right? It's 10%. So 1/3, right? So it's quite a bit. It's like 30% increase. 33. That is a lot. 33% increase of his movement speed when he charges is insane. Second of all, his E does a lot more damage. I think a good Hawkeye did run lobbies quite a bit. I've had some moments where Hawkeyes just destroy me.
Sonic boom.
So
Heads up, bad guys.
it does do a lot more damage. And if I actually ult,
I never miss.
and then I do this,
Nowhere to hide.
Double KO.
Can't touch this one. He knows where you've been.
oh, bro. That is insane. And you have to understand that this, if they're stacked up, it will hit multiple enemies. I might be overestimating how good this is, but I do have a feeling it might be quite good. Because if we just change it to Mantis, and then it's just a perfect scenario, right? So let's see. I'm not a good Hawkeye player, so it's not good stats.
3, 2, 1.
You also make multiple clones, right? So
I never miss.
if I just do this,
To the hole. Usually you have to lead a
That-
target.
I have a
Not with
feeling
this
that
arrow. Nice.
I have a feeling that is a lot easier than
Armor piercing special.
it has to be.
Never miss. 3
I
straight.
listen. I think it's slightly busted.
Nowhere to hide. Can't hide from this one.
I think it's slightly busted. I think it's slightly busted. I'm not really aiming either,
Move all you want.
right?
I'll
So
take Sonic boom.
especially if you,
Armor piercing
I mean,
special.
Brutal and like anything else really. I have a feeling it might be. I have a feeling it might be really strong. So his ult charge is faster, so this will happen a lot more often. You can easily, a lot easier one-shot with your E. Before you could 2, but you don't need that many clones.
We got company.
I wasn't really aiming there. I was just shooting it randomly. I know it's not a competitive environment. It's going to be different. Probably watch Argy or somebody who plays Hawkeye. But I think these changes are insane. And they also buffed his ball draw
Never
speed.
miss. Usually you have to lead a target. Not with this arrow. Nice.
Double KO. That's 3.
Bro. Bro. That is insane. It's a machine gun.
I never miss. Move all you want. I'll just aim where you were.
Double KO.
Felt kind of weird to fight with a tree.
You don't. I'm just clicking it. You don't even need to fully charge it.
I never miss.
It's always at 100.
We got company. Can't touch this one. He knows
It's
where
always
you've been.
100 energy.
Double KO.
Felt kind of weird to fight with a tree. Woo! I never miss.
Why would I try explosive? What does it matter?
That's 3.
Usually you have to lead a target.
I think
Not
that
with
is.
this arrow. Nice.
Anyways, after image just do appear, he's just standing still, so the image is like disappears in him. You can one-shot 250 HP targets with this ult. It's as if I made a fucking short about it that has 1 million views, guys. I know. I think why it applies to this. I know that. It is.
Heads up, back guys.
Anyways, I think Hawkeye is a lot stronger again. I think he was already strong. I think he's just really. I think he was hard to play because it's hard to aim. But if you're good at Hawkeye, I think you can carry lobbies. I've had some good Hawk players just destroy me, and one above all. So I do believe these changes make him a lot. I don't know why they buff him. I don't know why he's buffed again. He keeps getting 10 million buffs every season. I think he's creeping into the meta, and I'm going to call it right now. I think he's going to be S tier next season. People are going to wake up and realize how busted he is. I think like he's been getting buffed every season. You see. There will be a few Hawkeye players. They will ruin your day. It will be so annoying. I know why they buffed him so much. I don't want neither Hela nor Hawkeye to be hard meta. He's so much better than Widow, and he can one-shot too. So I understand slide buffs. I understand so many buffs. Because the reason why Hawkeye is balanced is because it's really hard to hit his shots, right? It's not like Hanzo, because you also need to charge up your energy from far away, and the game is more dynamic, and the characters are so much smaller or larger, varying hitboxes. It's hard. It's not easy. That's why there's so few Hawkeyes. But with the new change of his hypersonic arrow and his ultimate, you're gonna have way more ults and way easier time one-shotting people with the arrow. I think if he gets pocketed with Mantis, or just getting healed by Invisible Woman with a shield, I think he's going to dominate lobbies. A menace to society right here. So, really depends. I think if the meta revolves around Cap, if Cap is actually really good, and Venom is going to be a lot harder to play Hawkeye because he's going to get dove. But especially with the removal of Strange from the meta, there aren't many tanks that can contest high grounds. So he can be really free on some maps. So, anyways, next up, Hela. Cooldown of Astroflog, which is her flying thing, is from 12 to 15. Which is a good change because she can't escape as often. It's nice. I don't think Hela is that broken right now. She is really strong, but this allows her to get dove a lot easier. Increased spell field damage of Piercing Knight from 30 to 35. I know what Piercing Knight is. Right click.
Why should Asgard not be mine? That is the real
Okay.
question. Find that soul.
5 more per explosion. I don't think it matters too much. That's like 20, 25, depending how many explosions there are. I don't think it matters too much. But the stun cooldown from 12 to 10 is quite a bit.
No escape.
Because her stun is really annoying. So I think overall,
Resistance is futile.
she's all in the same spot, I think. I think her stun being from 12 to 10 is really good for her because she can spam it a lot more. It's a really annoying stun. Her right click got buffed. She cannot fly as much, so she's not as mobile, which is a good change. It's gonna be easier to dive her, that's for sure. But I think the buffs are compensating for her nerf, so I think she should have gotten a flat out nerf. I don't think she should have gotten any buffs. That's my opinion, but we'll see. I think maybe what they're trying to accomplish here is that they're predicting that the next meta is going to be divey. Because of cap buffs and no venom nerfs and Hulk buffs, so they're kind of predicting it's going to be dive heavy, so they don't want to over nerf characters that struggle against dive. But we'll see. I think it's hard to predict what's going to be the meta before it happens. So we'll see. I don't think Emma can be dive. Emma is too immobile. Overall, I don't agree too much with the Hela change, but I am happy that she got some nerfs. Human Vape. Reduce attack interval for fire cluster from 0.6 to 0.5. The launch timing of the primary attack projectile has been advanced. I don't know what that means. Give me a sec.
You play with fire, you're gonna get burned. No
It seems like he
applause?
shoots faster.
Double KO. That's 3.
He already does a lot of damage, so him shooting faster is really good.
Amazing. 6 in a row. Way to go.
Because you can do a lot more damage. I think he already did a lot of damage.
Unbelievable.
That is a decent amount of damage, right? So I think that is a good change to make him a lot easier to shoot with, right? So more consistent damage. There's no delay, right? That's what I'm noticing as well. Increase the cooldown for Flaming Meteor from 12 to 15, but then add a new effect. After releasing Flame Meteor, immediately gain 75 bonus health. So they did increase his cooldown on his E, but a lot of the times people would use the E to either disengage or engage. So I don't think it matters too much. But having more HP allows you to escape if you decide to engage, or if you're getting pushed, it's a lot easier to run away because you're gonna get bonus HP as well. So I think it's a net positive. I think it's a net positive because I think that's a lot of HP and it's gonna keep you alive for a lot of situations. You can either choose to play aggro with him and get away with it because you have bonus HP, or you can choose to go away into your team and get healed. Those 75 HP is a lot, right? For a short while, if you're getting chased around the map, I think it's gonna allow you to live. So I think the changes on Human Torch are good without making him too broken. I think his ult isn't that bad. So I think it's good. I think the changes are good. There isn't much else to say. I don't think he's gonna be that broken. We'll see. I've seen him play here and there. I don't think he's that bad as people say, but I don't think he's that good either. We really need to see how good these changes are. I think also people are learning him, so we'll figure out soon enough, right? We'll figure out soon enough. I think that will changes. Iron Man. Slightly reduce Iron Man's hitbox size and gain 100 bonus health when he transforms. Ooh, baby. I think that's a big change.
If you were as smart as me, you'd be arrogant too.
So if I press my E,
Powering up.
100 more HP is a lot. Does it last the entire duration? No, it burns out towards the end.
That's 3.
That allows you to play a lot more aggro. It allows you to stay alive in situations where you take too much damage without dying. That lasts a long time, so you can really dish out a lot of damage on the tanks without being scared. Plus his hitbox got changed, so he no longer dies as easily to snipers.
Powering up.
Like if there's a tank and he's pushing in, those 100 HP will be very beneficial for you to actually beam them, especially with the Gamma. I think overall it's a decent change, and he might see a lot more playtime than last season, because last season he was kind of bad. He was really good for a moment, but then he was really bad. So
All systems smash.
his Gamma team up is still strong, right? And it is really strong, especially with the Namor squid and Ho getting buffed and Iron Man getting buffed. I think Iron Man shoots up. So I think Iron Man is a little better. I think Iron Man was struggling before because Hulk was bad, Gamma was bad. But now I think it's a little better. I think Hulk might get thrown back. Maximum pulse. If I press E and ult, yeah, you just keep the HP. So if you wanna make sure you don't die during your ult, you can just press E and then press your ult. You get 100 more HP. Gives you more flexibility. You can escape with this. You can play more aggro with it. So they're buffing flyers. So that's, I guess, okay. And yeah, I think Iron Man players should be happy with this. I mean, you can always ban hit scan. That's the thing, right? So bans really change up the thing. You can say, you know, hit scan will counter you, but again, you can ban hit scan. Next up, Iron Fist. Reduce the bonus max health gain from Harmony recovery from 150 to 100. But also the slow of the fall off rate. But also slow the fall off rate from that health from 25 to 15. So you can charge up your E. You can charge up your HP. Like this. Before you would charge it up and then go flying. That kind of got removed in a way because they introduced the fall off instantly. So now you can actually still do that again now. Because the fall off starts a lot slower. Or like the duration of the fall off is slowed down. So you can do that if you want to. I don't think it matters that much compared to his other changes. One of them being lowered fixed damage of his left click from 10 to 9, but increase the percentage damage of the enemy's max health. We have Wolverine 2.0. Ooh, baby, look at this. So it's 2% max HP as damage.
Punch that talking
so,
tree into splinters.
If we purely, like... If we purely, like, decide to go kill tanks, I think you're a lot better at doing that. Yesterday I was playing against Necros, he was rolling us. I couldn't do much on this character, on my characters, because he would just come in and shoot me on Iron Fist. He would bully me. And don't forget that goes through shields, that goes through everything. And there's no change to the damage to the squishies because he got nerfed in terms of base damage, but they increased the percentage of their health, the percentage damage. And also goes into the ult. Yep. So if I ult and I decide to ult, yep. If you like playing Minecraft, if you like chopping wood, I have good news for you guys. Damage boost your Iron Fist. I think Wolverine is a lot worse now, but I think Iron Fist might be filling in his shoes. And also, they decreased the cooldown of his kick, so that means he can escape a lot faster, a lot sooner. He can play aggressive and escape a lot sooner. I think Iron Fist changes are really good for him. I think he's going to be really annoying to deal with. Him and Hawkeye have been getting micro buffs every season. Okay, macro buffs. I think maybe this season will be the season where it shows up finally. Necro said that this character feels a lot better now. And I think he's going to be a lot more annoying to deal with than Wolverine because he can just stay alive and shoot your tanks infinitely. Plus, he's kind of a mini tank if you can play him correctly, so... I think next season is a lot more silly max. I think a lot of the horrible picks are now meta. Or like closer to meta. So we'll see. I'm not too happy about it because I think there's certain characters that never should be meta. They should never be strong. I don't think Iron Fist or Pennies or Fantastic or any of these characters or Scarlet should ever be meta. But I know people are going to disagree. I don't think Hawkeye should ever be meta. I think it's very important to have easy characters that provide value. but also have card characters that provide more value if you can play the game correctly. Otherwise, everything devolves into chaos. If you like look at Overwatch history, any meta where Moira is meta or Torbjorn's meta is just boring, or Malga is meta. There's characters that, in my opinion, should be easy to play, easy to get value, but really easy to counter if you know what you're doing. When you break that balance, the game becomes really unplayable, really hard to actually do much. It gets really annoying. Anyways, next up, I think Iron Fist changes are really good. Is he going to be meta? I don't know, but we'll see. Star-Lord is not easy, and he is meta because he's not easy, and there's like 10 people that can play Star-Lord correctly, so I disagree with that opinion. Anyways, Mr. Fantastic got a lot of changes. Base health increased from 350 to 375. 25 increases a lot. Damage of the stretch punch is boosted from 65, from 60 to 65, from 75 to 80. So that's 5 for both forms. That is a good change. So far 2 good buffs. Not too OP, but solid. Quite fantastic. Flexible elongation, new effect. Enemies within range now suffer a 35% slow effect. Reduce flexible elongation cooldown time from 10 to 8. So they reverted the nerf. So if we just test it out. So far he's only getting buffs. So now it's 8 seconds instead of 10, which is really good. He has more HP, so he does also more damage overall. And he also slows people when he gives them back shots, right? So I think they buffed him quite a bit. Boom. Wait, am I stupid? Wait, are we talking about his right click? No, it is his E. It slows? Well, it slows for a very short time. So the slow doesn't really matter that much. It slows for like a second.
We've been discovered.
Thanks so much for the sub. I'm not angry at you. W rage bait. Anyways, so his slow is only a second long. So it's not that much. So the effect doesn't matter that much, but the reduction in cooldown is really good. So far it's 3 good changes. Reduce the elasticity gain from elastic strength from 30 to 20, while elasticity provided by stretch punch is increased from 5 to 8. So every time you hit, you get 8. Every time you use an ability, you get 20. So it kind of balances out. So you don't spam your abilities to get elasticity. You try to hit and play more poke heavy until you get your big form. And then when you get your big form, you have 50 less HP. Makes sense? You want to rebalance it a bit before you spam abilities to get the big form. Now they're trying to promote more poke heavy playstyles, so you don't waste all of your abilities just to get the big form. So I think it's good. I think it's fine. It's not really a nerf. His shield when he gets big form is a nerf, but if you if you look at the HP from 350 to 375, so 25 buff and 50 nerf on his big form, I think overall it kind of balances out. I think it's okay, right? And then his ultimate actually has a huge buff. It is actually really big. Before, you would try to get the big form before you ulted, so you have more HP. But now when you ult, you just get big form. So you get the same amount of HP. And then it burns out while you're, you know, like, leaving the ultimate range, right? I don't think he can double dip on his overhealth. I mean, if you mean, like, you cannot stack it. That's what I mean. But you can become big form, lose a bunch of HP, and then use your root to get it again. So I think like you get your ult, or you get your big form, you have your roots.
No hard feelings.
Double KO.
Like it burns down, right? Like imagine you take a bunch of damage or whatever, you change your form, and then you ult again, and then you have more HP, so it's a lot of extra HP, and you can do a lot more with it, and you can be a lot tankier and a lot more annoying, so I think his ult is a lot better now. Plus his previous buffs on his ult damage. I think Fantastic got crazy buffs this season. I think he could be a playable character now. I think he was sometimes annoying. Now I think he's gonna be a lot more annoying. I think it's gonna be really hard to kill him. I think good Fantastic players should be happy. He can bro a lot more. He can stay alive a lot more. Is he meta? I don't know. But I can see some triple tank compositions with Fantastic, or maybe even the Fantastic 4 comps. I don't know if that's gonna be good, but I can see I won't be mad if I get a Fantastic on my team anymore, and I think he can provide a lot of value by just never dying. So I think overall it's good changes. I don't know if he's gonna be meta, but he's gonna be something. Definitely more playable. So I think his changes are quite fantastic. Anyways. Moon Knight. Oh my god, I'm tired of reading. Increase Crescent Dart projectile speed from 120 to 150. That's his left click, right? Moonblade new effect. Gain 25 bonus health with each enemy hit. Up to a max of 100. So you can get bonus health. And then it has a fall rate of 20 per second. Speed up Moonlight hook pull startup. Time after hit from 0.4 to 0.15. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see. They basically looked at every bad character and gave them 50 million changes.
And be afraid.
So you're gonna shoot a lot faster with your left click, right?
Vengeance is mine.
Yeah. So your left click is gonna shoot a lot more. So that's a good change. A lot more attack speed. You can like just destroy people again. Yeah. It seems like he does a lot of damage again. Yeah. Yeah. And then if they're stacked up, you can send your right click. Oh. Right? And you get 100 HP. So, means you can play more aggressive. It's gonna be harder for you to get dove. More HP. Projectile speed. Okay, not more attack speed, I'm sorry. So, you get 25 per target. But, like, you also get 25 if it bounces between two targets. So you only need 2 opponents, right? So you don't like, if there's a Venom and a Spider-Man diving you, press right click, you're gonna get a bunch of bonus HP. So in that sense, it is really good. 100 bonus HP. So when you get dove, it's harder for you to die. Plus the fact that if you just send it and then you pressure somebody, you can get away with a lot more by playing more aggressive. So I think you send the right click, then you look for space, or you look for an ang, or do like some more aggressive play without being worried about dying, because 100 HP is a lot. And then you have the hook. It feels a lot better. I think before it was really slow and clunky, but now it's like almost instant. So I think this is like just a really good change. I don't know why it was so clunky before. It felt really bad to use, but now it's a lot better. So I think the animation is being sped up. It's just quality of life, and it's a good buff. It's a good change. It is, yeah.
I found them.
Yeah, you can just shoot at your feet. You can fly up. It's good. It's a really good change. I like this change a lot. It used to be really clunky. When I watch somebody, it always seemed really clunky to use, always super slow. So you can be a lot more mobile, a lot more aggressive, do a lot more silly stuff. So, and then his ult got buffed. Extended duration of the Hand of Khonshu ability from 3.5 to 4.5 and increase the number of talents generated from 14 to 18. Additionally, the full speed of the talents has been slightly enhanced. A new damage fall-off mechanic of the spell field has been added. A lot to read, but basically, duration is longer.
The moon haunts you.
Speed of the talents is faster. And fly. So if I go to, so if you do it center,
The moon haunts you.
yeah, it seems like
Good night.
in a way it's like back in the day,
The moon haunts you.
That's 3.
and there's a fall-off mechanic.
Served.
70%. It didn't seem like there was fall-off there.
The moon haunts you. The moon haunts you.
So I don't know if it's bugged or I'm doing it wrong. I think also 1 more second is really good. Oh, I think, okay, I know what the fall, okay. So the fall off of each talon, not of the actual circle. It makes sense now, because I was testing it, so you don't take the full damage as long as you, like, if you get hit by a talon, or like it's close to you, you don't get the full damage. It's only, you know, 70% if you're at the edge of a talon. So that's good, right? So plus the talents are a lot more fast and a bigger duration, so it's gonna be a lot more consistent to combo with Groot.
The moon haunts you. Say good night.
I think Moon Knight got a lot of changes, and I think all of the changes are crazy buffs, and I think he's gonna be a lot more playable now. I think what they're trying to do, because in pro play and high elo you only had a few picks that were good, I think they're trying to shift the balance and introduce more characters that are playable. So Moon Knight seems like an option, Fantastic seems like an option now, Iron Man seems a lot better, you know, Iron Fist seems a lot better. I don't know if they're going to be played in One Above All. But with these changes, you introduce more options. It felt like a lot of the roster isn't played. So you can see, I think it's going to be more interesting to watch high elo games in the beginning until people get annoyed. Because you're just going to see a lot more variety. Unless I'm wrong about all these changes and they're not enough. But I feel like these changes have been really abundant, very strong, and some of them are kind of ridiculous, right? So I think Hawkeye seems really ridiculous in my opinion. Moon Knight seems ridiculous. High elo, yes guys, I'm classist and I only talk about high elo and I hate everyone low elo and yep. There's no way I can discuss low elo because I don't play low elo, guys. So all of these characters, everything is broken low elo and it's always going to be broken low elo. I can't give you my honest thoughts on low elo because I just can't. I don't play there, and it's just hard to like discuss. But in my opinion, low elo you can play anything, and you could always play anything. And these changes are gonna make things a lot more annoying for you guys.
There, ahead.
But also give you more options to play characters that you enjoy. So I don't think you should complain too much about it. And you have bans now, so. Moon Knight was terrible, so I think these changes were necessary. So I'm not angry about the changes to Moon Knight. I think it's good changes because Moon Knight was an ult bot and it was really boring gameplay and his ult sucked as well. So I think it's a lot better now. And honestly, I just want to see more variety in my games. Scarlet Witch. Remove chaos control percentage damage while increasing fixed damage from 60 to 80. So you no longer do percentage of their max HP as damage. So it's a heavier focus and emphasis on shooting supports. Before, people didn't know, but you would do max HP as damage. No longer the case. So a lot faster to suck off little squishies, right? Increase Catonian burst projectile damage from 35 to 40 and spell field damage 35 to 40. So each direct hit on this 10 more damage. So that is a lot, right? So if you wanna fly up, you You can like do stuff like this. I know Scarlet buffs, you know. I don't play this character. I think she is in a really bad spot too, so. Increase the cooldown of Mystic Projection from 8 to 10 and reduce phase state time from 2 to 1.5. Okay, so that's her shift on PC. So it's her movement ability. So you're gonna have less escape, but you're gonna have more damage. So you can no longer spam your shift all the time, so it's gonna be easier to get you punished, but you're gonna be more lethal, right? Because you are only 1.5 seconds in this state.
A disappearing act.
And also, if you spam 2 of those, you're gonna have to wait 4 additional seconds to get both charges. So. And you're right. It makes sense. She actually lost her team up anchor boost, so she actually doesn't do much more damage. The reason why they buffed her damage was because she doesn't have the damage boost anymore. So overall, her damage output should be the same. You're right. So so far, in a way, I don't know how much her anchor damage boost was. But so far, it seems like it's only nerfs, so I was wrong about that. And then reward the slow effect of reality erasure to start at 1.5 instead of starting immediately with a linear increase to a 35% slow over 3.5 seconds. Ho, ho, ho. That's her E? No. Is that her ult? To reward the slow effect of reality erasure to start at 1.5 seconds instead of starting immediately with a linear increase. It slows enemies?
Goodbye for now. And so it begins.
Wait, do you get slow? Wait, she slows herself. So she moves faster when she ults. Yeah, it makes sense. That's good. You can surprise enemies a lot more now. I think it's gonna catch a lot of people off guard now because of how fast you are. Because you can hide behind a corner and then you can rise up really fast. Boom.
That's 3. Wow.
So supposedly you can use the beam. Yes. I'm the one that instantly figured it out. Look at this. So she has a new team up now that does this. Bad. But if you do want to do more damage, you can use right click and left click at the same time. And if you're really cool, you can send the stun, C. Just ruin the support's day, right? It's a 30-second cooldown, mind you. So by the time it's over, the duration of the thing, your cooldown's at 20 seconds, but you do quite a bit of damage. The problem with this team up is that Strange is ass. So I know if you want 2 horrible characters on your team just to be able to do this once every 30 seconds, right? And Scarlet is definitely not going to be better with these changes, right? I don't think it's worth. I don't think Scarlet is going to be much better. She will be better for sure. I don't want to play Strange in this meta. Maybe I'm wrong about him, but I don't see why you would want to play Strange only for this team up. It's a cool team up. But I don't think there's a reason to play Strange, so I think overall Scarlet did get buffs. Not too many buffs, thank God, because I want her to be meta. But I do believe that, in a way, if Strange ever gets buffed again, it might open the doors, open a portal to a pretty interesting dynamic with Scarlet and Strange. So overall, interesting changes. I don't think they did anything too crazy. I think it's decent. I think it's good. Star-Lord
And so it
got
begins.
nerfed, so reduce blaster barrage damage from 80 to 75. Introduce a new damage wall of mechanics starting at 4 meters. So, and then maxing out at, what was it? 8 meters with 80% reduction. So blaster barrage
I may be from Earth, but every planet's under
is
my
his
protection
E.
now.
So E was really strong because you could bubble him
Coming right.
and he would do so much damage without even having to get close. It did apply a lot of pressure
Oh, sucks to be you.
Double KO.
because he would just fly into the backline, fly into the enemy team. A bubble is going to be super strong. It is a super strong ability, and you would do a lot of damage. Like, this is how much damage you do with an E, right? And that's only you pressing E with a bubble, and that used to be spread out everywhere, right? It doesn't matter how close you were, as long as you're being shot. So now with the nerf, you need to be a lot closer to get the same amount of value, which is fair because I think the combo was really broken. So as you can see, a lot less damage because you have to remember that this is per target, right? So good change. Mega fall off. Really good change. Really good. Star-Lord, I think, is still going to be strong. He's going to be less of a bot that just farms out with his E. He's going to be less spammy with his E. He's going to focus on, you know, just doing his things. Because I think Star-Lord is a cool character. Very, very strong ult. Very, very nimble. But, like, it kind of devolved into him pressing his E every fight and getting bubbled. And that gameplay was boring and very easy. And then farming his ult and pressing ult. So you're going to see a lot more Star-Lord players that are actually good and bad Star-Lord players that actually just don't do anything anymore. So I think it's a really good change that really hits the nail on the head. Like, really nerfs him in a really good way without making him too weak. Why would they nerf Magneto? Guys, 300 more ult charge need for your ult is not a nerf. I'm sorry, I'm W rage bait in chat, but you guys complaining about Magneto nerfs when he didn't get any nerfs is actually ridiculous and I'm losing my mind, okay? Relax. Relax. Chill out, guys. W rage bait, he didn't get nerfed, bro. He's giga broken. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Like, Strange got pulled aside, shot 27 times, ditched into the back alleys in a trash can, cut into pieces, and then Magneto got, like, a slap on the wrist, and they said, it's balanced, guys, so relax. Chill. Next up, and a lot of people want to hear this,
Oh, they do
Winter
not look
Soldier.
happy.
And he got a team up as well. Anyways, Winter Soldier got a big nerf to his hook from 8 to 12 seconds. Oh my god. That is a huge nerf on his hook.
But the war never ends. Stick around.
Wait, I don't have my cooldowns. So you're gonna charge up your hook. Wait, I missed it, but it doesn't matter. And you're gonna wait for 4 more seconds. So it's 50% less hook. So that is a huge nerf, because that was a lot of his gameplay. It was just sitting and hooking. So thank God to that.
Double KO.
That is an insane nerf on his hook. And he did get a team up with Cap. I don't know how useful that will be. It really depends on whether or not Captain is going to be good. I feel like he's going to be better. I don't know if he's going to be meta. Anyways, we'll see. And I don't know the stats on the team up either, because it's kind of confusing on me. I don't know if your teammates get a buff. I don't know how much is the slow, so I need to see what's happening. And then, you know, besides the hook, which I think is a crazy strong nerf, like that nerf is insanely big, he did get his ultimate damage reduced from 100 to 80 and then lowered the culling threshold from 20 to 15. So this means if I kill these bots, I don't play Bucky.
Double KO.
Armed and dangerous.
That's 3.
I feel like that's a lot less. I feel like
Wow, 4 in a row.
that is a pretty big change.
Armed
I mean, that's good. Top tier Bucky's should
Incoming.
run rampant. The problem is when Bucky's played by everyone, you should reward people that are good at the character. You shouldn't reward anyone that plays the character. I think Bucky's a really cool character. I think he's a really cool character, right? I think he's has a high skill ceiling, or should have, but the way he was designed before this would reward anyone that plays him, because you could spam hook, hit a hook eventually and win the game. You could spam your ult and win the game. The skill expression was lacking, yet the character, it seems like a character that should reward skill expression. So I think these nerfs are really good, because you're still going to be dealing a lot of damage. If you have good aim, you're still going to be dishing out damage. You're less of a hook bot, so you need to really make sure that you're going to hit your hook instead of just spamming it every 8 seconds. And second of all, his ultimate
Here they come.
isn't just an ult that you press and get insta value. You still do, but it's going to be a lot harder than before, right? Because they did change the threshold, so you're not just going to explode instantly.
All I ever wanted to do was
And you do less damage, so you need more help from your team. You need to land more shots, and all of the things. Because if I do this,
Dangerous.
that would be enough to kill before, but now it's just above the threshold. So you guys are like, oh, he's not nerfed, he's not whatever. This means you cannot one shot in support ults. It does kill a 250 unit. Name 5 units that have 250 HP. I'm waiting. Name 5 units right now that have 250 HP. Cloak. A banner doesn't count.
Here they come.
Spider-Man? Spider-Man doesn't count, bro. He is flying around the map. Hela doesn't have 250 HP, does she? Oh, she does have now. Okay, so Hela, Storm. The thing is, if you purely look at... Wait, why can't I change? All of these supports except Lynn. I got bad. Double rage bait. The thing is, if a target has 250 HP, they are very nimble. So you guys are gonna say, you know, Storm has 250 HP, but she's gonna be in the air, right?
I see that.
It's a lot harder to like land your ult on her, right? Panther has 300. Spider-Man, you're not killing him with your ult. Mantis, you will. Rocket,
Some of my best
yeah,
friends are crooks
but
and villains.
you have to remember his very small hitbox, right? Like, at the end of the day, people that have 250 HP are very small amount. There's a very small amount of heroes that are not nimble and have 250 HP. Magic. There's no way you said Magic has 250 HP when every single button you press gives you bonus HP. Adam has 250. My point is, guys, you can press the buttons to increase your HP. So Adam has a button, hear me out, that does this. Or if you get ulted, you can press
The cosmos heals you.
L rage bait. 40-second cooldown. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. My point is, it is not as simple as this person has 250 HP and they're gonna AFK and I'm gonna kill them because they have a big hitbox. All of these characters have tools to deal with stuff when they have 250 HP. Cloak, for example, is gonna be easy to kill maybe if she doesn't have her fade, and Mantis too, right? But with his ult being nerfed in the way it is, even if you can still kill 250 HP, and you still could back in the day. You still can no longer kill people with a headshot and ultimate that have... how much does book have? So if they have 275, a headshot and an ult is not enough.
Here they come.
That gives ample time for you to get healed or get overhealth or anything. Not to mention that Rocket gives you overhealth. And everything above 270 HP obviously cannot be two-shotted either, so... On paper, if the enemies are AFK and, you know, whatever, yes, still really strong. But that's the point. You don't want to completely break his kneecaps. You don't want to make him completely useless with his ult. It's going to reward players that are good at the game and can combo way better with his abilities than people that just go in, press the button, and get instant value. So overall, I think it's a good change. I think the nerfs are really good, and we need to see how good he is. I don't think he's going to be that broken next season. Next, Wolverine. Increase rage gain from Savage Claw hits from 7 to 10. Or rage gain from Berserker Claw strike has been increased to from 7 to 5. Reduce rage gain from Pharaoh Leap from 20 to 10. And from Vicious Rampage from 20 to 15. However, rage gain from taking damage has been increased from 3 to 5. I don't... Too much nerd shit, bro. Let's see.
This ain't my first rodeo. Sure as hell won't be my last.
So you get 10 for a strike. And a lot less from just landing your abilities.
Yeah, that was
Wolverine did get a slap on the wrist. I don't think, like, this really changes much. Because at the end of the day, you're still going to have max energy anytime you want, really. It's still going to be super easy for you to get max rage. And maybe it's going to be even easier because you don't rely on your abilities as much, but just taking damage and left clicks. So I don't think it matters that much in the scale. I think overall you're still gonna have max energy all the time. And reduce the time an enemy is knocked down after impact from last stand ultimate ability from 1 second to 0.75, which is a big change. I don't think you guys understand that this is a big change. Fuck. I forgot she was 1 HP.
the best.
She stood up instantly. That is a huge nerf to his ult. That gives you so much time to get your support ult off. Okay? Like, I don't think you understand how good this... Emma Frost, the addition of Emma Frost, is another nerf to Wolverine. Because I think she is a big counter to him. Because of her diamond form. And the fact that she can grab him and, like, kick him like a pit bull. Like a dog. Like, just send him to the fucking... like, fucking send him over. Just kill him instantly. Like, if he tries to get close to you, Emma wants that. He's gonna go diamond form. She's gonna grab him. And slam him into a wall. And he's dead. Right? So... big counter. The Thing is still a big counter. Magneto Bubble is still a big counter. Sue is still a big counter. Plus the nerf to his ult. I think a lot of Wolverines would get value from Wolverine even against the Thing and Mag and Sue purely from his ult. Because you can ult and kill everyone before they can use support ult. Now there's too much of an opportunity to use your ult after you get stunned by Wolverine. Which allows for supports to actually save the team. And I think it's a big nerf, and I think you say it's a slap on the wrist, but I don't think Wolverine's gonna be that good. He's already not as good. If you have a good Sue, if your tanks swap accordingly. His only caveat was that his ult was really strong.
Here come our next victims.
Now, you can still kill people, but if you have a support ult, if they have a support ult and you ult them with the intention of killing them before them using it, it's no longer the case. They will have a chance to use it, they will use it, and they will roll you. Because you're in the middle of the enemy team, you force a support ult, and they're probably going to catch you and beat you up, right? So, more time to lamp as Loki, more time to use your Adam E, whatever, right? So, I think Wolverine got a big nerf with the addition of Emma. with the addition of people learning how to play against him. And I don't think he's an insta-ban every game. I think he's still really strong in lower elos, but in high elos, I see annoying Wolverines here and there, but it is rarely a character that cannot be countered anymore. So I think the dev team has done a great job at providing answers to this character and letting people learn instead of hard nerfing him. Plus, this addition is going to really make this character balanced. I think he's in a balanced state with this change. That is my honest opinion. You're still going to get rolled sometimes. It's still going to be annoying. But I think this makes him a lot more balanced. Adam Warlock. Increase the cooldown for Soulbound from 30 to 40 seconds. Now, I was watching Necro's stream and he said something very interesting. If you need to make an ability with a 40-second cooldown, maybe it's time to fucking remove that ability from the game.
I am no golden god.
In a
I'm simply a
4-minute
man who wishes
defense,
to use his
you're gonna
power
use
for
that
good.
ability maybe 4 times. If the ability provides so much trauma and problems that you have to make it a 40-second cooldown, maybe the ability has an issue. It is 40 seconds is good in the sense that it's a good nerf. It's a really big nerf. It's a 30% increase to his cooldown. Allows him to be a lot more diveable. But like, the issue with this ability is that, and the why it's getting nerfed, is that it just makes everyone immortal, right? So I don't know why they emphasize to make the cooldown 40 seconds instead of nerfing its strength and reducing the cooldown, because I don't think any ability except Strange Portal should have a cooldown of 40 seconds. I think the game is really fast-paced, and you should be rewarded for pressing your buttons in a correct manner, but it's not chess. You shouldn't have an ability that is not an ultimate with such a long cooldown, because it's just not fast-paced enough. The game is fast-paced, the game is supposed to be fast-paced, and it should be accessible to new players. 40% cooldown this ability is not the changes that is... It's not a good change, right? It removes a core part of his kit and makes it obsolete. If you use that ability at the wrong time, that's 40 seconds of you not being able to use it. That is a lot, right? So in my opinion, instead of trying to add more cooldown to it, I think they need to nerf the base stats by quite a bit and reduce the cooldown so you have more uptime of it, but the ability isn't uncounterable. Nerf duration also works, right? So a lot. There's a lot of things you can do. I think that was the wrong approach. It just makes the character, like, it kind of feels like the ability doesn't exist anymore, right? When are you going to use the ability? Are you going to use your ability ever? Are they, like, if you're getting dove by Venom Spider-Man, you have to use your ability or you lose the fight. And if you use it, then you're free, like, to be dove at any point for the next minute, basically. For the next 40 seconds. Do you save it for an ultimate? It is a good play. But then, if you save it for an ultimate, good players will read that and they will dive you and kill you, because that is really important ability to keep you alive. So it's an interesting change for sure. Like if I just use it, oh, it's even more than 40 seconds because the duration starts after, like cooldown starts after the duration is over. So So it's basically a minute of you not having the ability, right? Like if he, when me and Necros play, or him and Andrew play, they're gonna dive him, bait it, and then it's useless for the next 5 seconds. So for 45 seconds, you cannot use the ability again. So I don't. It's an interesting change.
This was always your fate.
It is an interesting change. It definitely nerfs him. And the next change that they said they're doing is when you rest people, they get 30% of their max HP. Not 100 HP flat. So tanks are gonna have a lot more HP. So if you're Groot, you have 800 HP, right?
Second chance is over.
You respawn with 350. If you're a squishy guy, what is the math on this? It's a nerf to squishies, right? Yeah. You spawn in with 75 HP. How much HP does Mini Hulk spawn? Does he have 250 HP? Yes, 200.
The only one with a temper. Banner can smash things too, like instruments that don't work. There,
60?
they're up ahead.
I mean, you can instantly transform, but that's funny. Yeah, that is an interesting change. I think overall it's a nerf. You're gonna chain heal after res anyway. Chain heal doesn't heal. I mean, you say it doesn't matter, but spawning in with 50% less HP or like 40% less HP is a lot. Sometimes Adam doesn't have chain healing. Sometimes you're relying on Mantis healing. You have 40-second cooldown, you're souling. Even if you have souling, if they have 50 HP, they're dead. That is a lot less HP. Tanks spawn with more HP, but how many tanks are you gonna have in the game, right? We're gonna have 2 tanks in the game and 4 squishies. Maybe 2 tanks. Sometimes you have 1 tank. Maybe it's a good change if you're playing triple tank. Hear me out in this, right? What if you're playing Adam comp with triple tank? In that scenario, his ult is a net buff, right? So, maybe. But I don't know. Maybe. Really. But if you're rezzing squishies, still 3 squishies. Adam triple tank sucks, not enough healing. Where damage for 3 tanks? I mean, Mantis and Adam do a lot of damage. Plus tanks do a lot of damage. Anyways, yeah. I think those changes to Adam are quite big. I think Adam is a lot weaker now, so... I think he's a lot weaker. I think Adam was played for the team up. Star-Lord nerfs plus Adam nerfs probably are gonna make the team up a lot worse. It's still gonna be annoying. I think it's still gonna be played, but I don't think it's gonna be an insta-ban anymore. So, big changes to him. Big nerfs to him. Sorry, Adam Nation, I think you're not eating. I think you're starving next season. Plus the addition of so many characters that can dive and bonus HP and flyers and whatever else. I think Adam is good against flyers, but again, in kind of L. Next up, we have Cloak and Dagger. The duration of the first 3 healing zones will no longer be calculated separately. So before, it would slowly disappear from the first dash till the last one. Now, they're going to remain active until the last zone ends. And then it's going to all disappear at the same time. I think Cloak and Dagger is still one of the worst supports in the game. I'm gonna go on a limb and say she is the worst support in the game. I'm just gonna say it straight up, no cap. I think she's just the worst support in the game. I think Jeff gets a lot more value by just flanking and killing stuff. I think Cloakwood sucks. Loki gets infinite value. Mantis got buffed, gets infinitely more value. Adam at least has a rest comp to play around. Rocket got crazy buffs. Luna untouched. I think Invis Woman is super strong. I think Cloak is the worst support in the game. Even with these changes, it doesn't matter. There's so many counters to her ult, especially with Emma Frost, who can just push you out of her ult. Especially if Iron Man gets in the meta, he can just kill you through it. Magneto can kill you. Magneto is super strong, so... I think she's the worst support in the game right now. I think she's going to be the worst support in the game for sure next season. I don't think you want to play her. I think she's just really weak compared to everything else. So, it doesn't matter. I can show you the change to her ult. I don't think it matters.
Before we had powers, we had each other against the world.
It's just not good enough. This is just not good enough. Like, it's gonna last longer. Oh, it's bugged out as well, right? Right now. It disappears so fast. It lasts like 4 seconds. So, yeah. I think it's just bad. It's just bad. character. Even without the bug, even with the bug, doesn't matter. I think it's just a bad character right now. Let me move away from. Okay, next up we have Invis Woman. I'm not. I mean, I'll show it to you, but her shield has less HP now, so I guess.
We didn't ask to be heroes, but we always answer the call.
Awesome. Anyways, she's still really strong. I think there's much else to say. It's a little small nerf. Loki, domain on his lamp increased from 25 to 30. 1,000 nerfs to supports, guys. So lamp is now a 30-second cooldown, which is a good change.
Until the trick is played on.
I think Loki is really strong. 5 seconds is okay. I don't think it changes much. It's nice. I think he has a. It makes things immortal. It's so like you can place multiple of those. Allows him to be dove a lot more. His ult is still strong. I think 1,000 nerfs to supports. Anyways, there isn't much to discuss about it. It is on a 30-second cooldown. It starts when you place the lamp, so by the time it disappears, it's gonna be like 25. So whatever. I do enjoy the fact that they haven't touched Luna. I'll be honest, it actually breaks my mind that they haven't. Oh, Mantis got her HP nerfed. I'm sorry, I just ADHD, right? That's why she has 250 HP now, because I thought she has 275. Anyways, yeah, I think Luna needs to get nerfed. I don't know if there's like Danny cool. Okay, listen, I have a slight. Shut the fuck up, Loki. I have a slight suspicion that they're not nerfing Luna for two reasons. One, because of her dance animation. And second of all, because Danny Koo, the director of the game, actually created Luna a few years ago. So he never nerfs her because he loves her. And it's his own creation. So I support that decision. All I'm asking is for a 2-second nerf on her ult. Please, like just 2 seconds less. I think 4 would be good, but I can we at least have it be at 10 seconds. Please, at least make it 10 seconds, okay? I beg you, that's the only thing I ask for. It's like, that's please for the god. Like, I can't take this anymore. Like, it's been half a year of Luna. It's been Luna meta since the beta. It's been always Luna. So, I beg of you, please. I don't wanna get ready for a show, bro. I don't want to get ready for a show, okay? I do not want to get ready for a show. I've had enough shows, please. Enough. No more. No, please, no more. So, just make her ult duration 10 seconds. I beg you. 8 seconds, I think is the perfect, but we can meet in the middle. Make it 10. Make it 10. Anyways, we have Mantis now. 270 to 250 HP, which is a big change. There's no reason for me to show it right now. And then you can stack her duration of her damage boost and her healing to a 16 max. Right, so what happens now is if you're playing Mantis,
The Guardians of the Galaxy?
you can look at the bar on the right side. I think you can see it. Oh, you can't. Let me hide chat a bit.
Our enemies are here.
So you can see the bar on the right side. It's 2 charges max that you can stack up. You can see it's a lot slower because it's 16 seconds now, and I can do the same with damage boost. This allows for me to press 4 leaves overall on a flanker. For example, my Panther or Magic, and let them go wild for 16 seconds, which is a big change. It is a huge change. It is a huge change. Spider-Man goes for a dive, stack him up with damage boost. Max only 2 leaves. 2 leaves for healing. 2 leaves of damage boost. So that makes... How much leaves is that, guys, combined? Anyways. You can only stack up to 16. Okay?
Hostile ahead.
Only stack up to 16 duration. So 2 leaves for each. It is a huge buff to flankers. A massive buff to flankers. I don't think you understand how big of a buff it is for flankers, because flankers need setup. You send the leaves out, they go do their thing. 16 seconds is crazy, because damage boost is really strong. Healing over time is really strong. Like, it is genuinely really strong in my opinion. Like, flankers need constant healing, but the nerf here is that you cannot heal them because they're so deep. But because Mantis can stack it up and give you damage boosts as well, if you have a really good flanker, that flanker plus a Venom can go crazy on the backline. And you can even give damage boost to Venom, but you don't have enough leaves anymore, so you gotta choose what you want to do. You can give 2 damage boosts. You can give 2 damage boosts to Venom, 2 damage boosts to Spider-Man. They can go crazy in the backline for 16 seconds, which is a lot. So, I think it's a really big change. She's a lot less tanky, because 25 HP is a lot, because it's a lot easier to one-shot her. But at the same time, it does allow you to help your DPS do their thing for a lot more consistent damage, stay alive a lot more, do whatever the hell they want. So, I think it's a really big change. Right? It's such a big change that it might like enable more of a flanky divey meta for sure. Let's see now. And the person who was rage baiting me earlier, I'm joking, asked me if I agree on whether or not support should be heal bots and how this game is focusing on them being heal bots. I don't think they should be heal bots. I think they should add some supports that are not heal bots. We'll see what Ultron will be like, and then we'll decide. But I do agree that a lot of supports are very big heal bots, and I genuinely find the support role in this game really boring, right? So I think Mantis buffs are big. They nerf her HP, but the stack thing is really strong. The self boost stack.
This is natural anger.
I don't know. I can't see the duration. I think it's called a different thing, right? No, it doesn't. It doesn't stack because it says that Allied Inspiration and Healing Flower are the ones that can stack. It doesn't say anything about Natural Anger. It's a different ability, so it doesn't stack.
Our enemies are here.
Rocket Raccoon, baby. Okay, listen, Rocket players. It's time for you guys to have your season, because I think your character is fucking busted, bro. I played against him yesterday. Oh boy. I couldn't do anything. Holy shit, bro. Rats. We are the rats, bro. Decrease the healing area of repair mode spheres from 70 to 50, but add a new effect, one-time healing of 55 health to allies. Poof. Like, that is insane. If you hit somebody, that's 100 health, bro. Right? If you stack it up. And then projectile speed reduction increase from 4.5 to 7. It is insane. No, Rocket's getting buffed, guys. You're not reading. Reading comprehension. You get 70 health per second. And 55... No, you get 50 health per second and 55 when you hit something. So if you hit your shots, which is super easy, that is 105 HP minimum. Minimum.
When the chips are down, you want your heroes a little roguish and scruffy, like me.
And then after that, it still does 50 per second AoE.
You're ready for action.
That's 2 shots.
More bad guys. Just what we need.
And you can wall bounce
You're
bounce
welcome.
this, guys. You cannot heal with the one-time effect of 55 more than once. But
Ready for action.
look at the speed of the projectiles as well, bro. This is insane.
This is real firepower.
I want to use my ult there just so I can like try to farm it and see how much I can farm. Like this situation is not perfect, but I want to see how much ult charge I can
I'll
get.
patch you up. Those guys are about to shoot at us.
Like these bots don't do much damage, and I feel like I'm healing quite a bit. I feel like in a game situation where there's a lot of things happening,
You're ready for
if you
action.
heal, if you like hit this in the middle of like 4 people, I think in the span of 30 seconds you get your ult. I think it's around 30 seconds in a fast-paced fight without you dying. I think it's like 40 seconds. You're gonna be enjoying the amplifier quite a bit. They did increase the energy cost for it though, so makes sense. So he's a lot more of a healing bot. He focuses on heals a lot more. He tries to like you're no longer gonna be sitting there and spamming your
Those guys
healing
are about
orbs
to shoot at
randomly.
us.
You're gonna try to aim it. You're gonna heal a lot more. The projectile speed is a lot more. I think it's really strong. But they did nerf his dash from 6 to 10 and reduce the dash distance from 10 to 8. So, a lot easier to dive him. You need to play good positioning. Because this isn't small nerf. But I think the healing buff really is a lot better than the nerf on his movement. Because he's going to be a lot weaker to dives, that's for sure. But he's still very nimble compared to other supports. And I feel like good rocket players will still be able to escape. Because you can wall climb and you can heal yourself. I need to take some
Those
damage.
guys are about to shoot at us.
Can they hit me?
Ow! That fucking hurt.
So, if you're getting dove... Oh, actually, the 50 HP healing on hitting you doesn't work. So it's only the healing per second. Insta-heal doesn't work. So he's way more diveable now. So, I think he's going to be a lot worse versus dive. Insane versus poke comps. He's going to be insanely ridiculous against stationary comps. Because nobody can kill him. Nobody can kill him. And he can heal so much. And his ult is a lot better, right? So I think against dive, it's a lot worse. Because you can no longer spam your shift everywhere and do whatever. You're still more nimble than other supports. But again, you need to be careful how you use your shift. You need to be careful with your positioning. And as long as you stay alive, you can provide a lot more value
Those
to your
guys
team.
are about to shoot at us.
So it's a big nerf to current rockets, yes, because current rockets just spam their abilities without thinking. But overall, I think it's a really big buff. And then you have a huge buff on his ultimate. So first and foremost, his ultimate doesn't damage boost 40, damage boost 25 now. But instead, you get 100 bonus health per second. Which is so ridiculously broken. It caps at 150. I tried playing against this yesterday. Give me a second.
More bad guys. Just what we need.
Give me a sec. What I was saying is that I played against it yesterday. I played Panther. I'm not the best Panther player, I know. But it is genuinely impossible to kill anything in this ult.
This is
Look at the speed they get bonus health. Look at the speed you get bonus health. If you press this ultimate in a team fight, I think you win the team fight. I think you win the team fight. I think it is in a way considered defensive ult now, because if you're healing people and they get 150 bonus health, it nullifies one-shot combos for a lot of characters. So, for example, if you play Venom and you try to one-shot, through support ults, because support ults give you constant healing. They cannot break the thresholds. They cannot go over it. So it's very easy to one-shot. But with overhealth, it provides so much more, in my opinion, in a lot of situations, because you can no longer one-shot. So, for example, if Hawkeye is looking to one-shot, you have too much HP to get one-shot. If Venom is trying to one-shot, too much HP. Spider-Man ult, nullified, I feel like. You can't do much. So, the duration of his ult is a lot longer than Mantis ult. You can put it somewhere in the corner. You now need to think about where you're putting it, because people will start shooting it. I think a lot of people don't understand that you can shoot it, right? Back in the day and this season, I think nobody would shoot the amplifier because it wasn't worth it. Because 800 HP just to remove a damage boost is not worth it. Now it's worth it. You need to break the amplifier. I think you're going to see a lot more people shooting the amplifier. Because if you do not shoot the amplifier, you will not win the fight. It has 1,000 HP though. I do wonder if you lose the bonus HP.
Just what we need.
I do wonder if you lose the bonus HP, if the amplifier is broken. I would guess you still keep it for a little bit. I think this is a huge buff.
Bang, bang, I win.
I think because you're gonna get your ult super fast, you're gonna be heal botting, get your ult super fast, send it, press W with your team, win the fight. 100 HP per second is insane. I think, like, I don't think you can, like, I genuinely think this character is gonna be busted. I might be out of my mind for saying this, but like, I think he's gonna farm his amplifier so fast. I might even say I think like he's gonna be farming his amplifier. I think low supports are gonna let him farm his amplifier. Because if you just let him solo heal, he's gonna get his ult super fast. You send it out, 1,000 HP object. If you press W while they're trying to shoot it, you're gonna kill them, right? You can even send it into the backline so that, you know, your divers, your tanks can stay alive while getting a damage boost.
Those guys are about to shoot at us.
I don't know if he's the best support in the game right now. I think he's a lot better now. I think he's really good. Especially if you have the thing to peel for you. His ult doesn't stack. You're gonna need the whole team to shoot the amplifier, yes. But the amplifier has no headshot hitbox. You have to remember, no headshot hitbox. And you need a character that can shoot really fast and a lot. And has 1,000 HP. Like, is it worth for your entire team to shoot this big ass amplifier while you're getting pushed? I don't know. Like, it has to be. But if you have the damage. But imagine the enemy team is playing flankers. Who's gonna shoot the amplifier? Is it gonna be the Panther? Is it gonna be the Spider-Man? Is it gonna be the Magic? Is it gonna be the Thing? Is it gonna be Emma?
More bad guys. Just what
I'm
we
not
need.
lagging, I'm just thinking about my sentences. Oh no, I am lagging. But give me a second. I think I know why I'm lagging. Watch this, magic trick. It's not my PC, guys. I was uploading my VOD. Anyways.
More bad guys. Just what we need.
Sorry, I was lagging. Anyways. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I think it's a really big change. I think Rocket is gonna be S tier character, maybe. I think Rocket was already good, like in pro environment because the team ups, and because the res, and because you break thresholds with his ult because it's a damage boost. In pro play, I think it was good. In high elo, if they communicated, it was good. I think now he's meta. I'm gonna say it. I think he's gonna be meta. I'm gonna predict that you're gonna see a lot more Rocket. I think you're gonna see Rocket players absolutely destroy your life.
More bad
because
guys. Just what we need.
I think it's gonna be really annoying with this change because he's gonna farm his ult super fast because the healing buff. He's gonna send his ult, and you're gonna lose the fight because you cannot do anything. Like, you cannot flank the supports. Everybody's gonna press W, and it's gonna last so long. And it has so much HP. It's gonna be so hard to deal with. And I think it's gonna be a nuisance. I think Rocket's gonna have ult every fight. I think it's gonna be so hard to deal with. Again, yesterday I was playing against Rocket. Whenever he pressed Q and I was on the flanker character, I would be useless. I would be useless. There is nothing I could do. There is nothing I could do. If he ults and you're flanking, you can't do anything. You can't break the ult. You can't kill it in any way. You just need to back away. And you don't get ult charge either. Because it's shields. So if it's a Luna ult, I can shoot the Luna ult and get ult charge. I cannot shoot the Rocket ult and get ult charge. I think they buffed him. I think they over buffed him. I think his healing change was fine. His buff to his ult is fine. But I think he gives too much over health. I think it should be capped at like 70 per second or maybe less. And cap at 100 max. I think it might even enable Punisher to be a lot better. Because Punisher is really easy to kill in his ult. But if you combo this with his ult, not only does he get more damage amp, but he also gets insane amount of health. So I think it might be really strong. So I think Rocket,
Those guys are about
you're gonna be running around way less. You're gonna be heal botting a lot more. Many people already do that. But his ult is just like point and click adventure. I think
This is real firepower.
like look at the speed that they get over health and they get 150, and if they take damage, it keeps being over 150 because it's 100 per second. So yeah, the changes are definitely interesting. They're definitely something.
must be really humiliating.
Double KO!
I think they tried to buff characters that were really bad and didn't see any play, and I think they might have overbuffed some
Those guys are
of
about
them.
to shoot at us.
I think we're gonna see a lot more Moon Knights. I think we're gonna see a lot more Rocket. I think we're gonna see a lot more Emma. I'm not gonna talk about Emma here. I think Magneto's still really good. I think tank-wise, tanks are gonna be mostly the same. I think Camp might be played more, depending on how good his team up is. I think Magneto is a must pick still. I think Groot is a really OP still. I think Strange is dead. Iron Fist is a huge counter to tanks, I feel like. Maybe I'm wrong. Bucky changes are really good. Adam in the gutter, I feel like. Luna untouched, so I think the support meta is going to be Rocket, maybe Luna, Loki. I think it's still going to be, everything's going to be played. Cloak and Adam are going to be the worst. And for the DPS roster, 1,000 buffs to Hawkeye. I don't think anything really got that nerfed except Bucky and Star-Lord. And Wolverine got some slight nerfs, but I think you're going to see a lot more different DPS. You're going to see a lot more Emma. You're still going to see Mag everywhere. I don't think you're going to see much Strange. I don't think you're going to see much Thor. Maybe more Captain, more Penny, but that's about it. I think it's mostly nerfs and buffs around DPS and then Rocket.
Those guys are about to shoot at us.
So yeah, I know what you guys think. I think this is the season of the Metal ranks. I think a lot of Metal rank characters are about to come out of hiding and rock our shit with some wacky shit.
Double KO!
And Hulk is a lot better, yeah. Yeah. So that's about it. I've been yapping for 2 hours, bro. That is the longest yap time I've ever done in my life. Yeah. Okay, guys, listen up here. I need to play TFT. I am in the TFT box boot camp. I'm gonna spend the next fucking decade playing TFT now. I haven't been grinding at all. So I'm for the next like 5 hours I'm gonna be playing TFT, guys. I don't have the dog in me to play on my main today. So thank you so much to the primers, everybody. I had them muted for the video because I'm playing in a TFT event. It's a tournament, okay? So I need to play TFT, and there isn't much more to play. I'll try to organize some bugs for Emma Frost. I'll test Emma Frost stuff later. I just like... anyways, I'm gonna play TFT now. I do appreciate everybody sitting here watching me up. There isn't much more to do right now. Yes, I'm gonna play League. If you want to watch me learn TFT, I would be grateful if you stay. If you don't want to watch me learn TFT, then don't watch me learn TFT. I don't wanna force myself to do anything. I do want to say thank you to my YouTube viewers. I'm short stream because I want to stream something that's not Marvel Rivals on my YouTube. So if you guys want to watch me play TFT, come to my Twitch stream. So come to my Twitch stream if you want to watch me play TFT. If not, thank you for watching. See you tomorrow. Maybe, probably. I'll try to get some pugs going. So I want to play some Emma.